Today I want to do another crochet and chat with me. I'm going to be crocheting Tairn and Andarna from Fourth Wings. If anybody has read the Fourth Wing series, I hope you enjoy. Good morning, friends! I am actually filming in the morning, and if you guys have watched any of my videos, you know by now I am not a morning person, so we'll see how this goes. But for those who don't know me, I am Brittany, whatever you want to call me, also known as nerdygirlcrochets. I love anime, Spider-Man, Toothless, dragons, all those sorts of nerdy things. And I love to paint safety eyes. That's my main business in the crochet world. And today I want to do another crochet and chat with me, but this time I'm going to be crocheting a dragon, Tairn and Andarna from Fourth Wings. If anybody has read the Fourth Wing series, I hope you enjoy. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not the fastest crocheter, so we'll see how far I get along, especially when I'm just gabbing away. I don't feel like I get super far into it, but we'll see. I am going to be working on the Luma. So it's Luma, the feather-tailed dragon. This is a pattern by Pocket Full of Posies. That's Riley over on Instagram. If you haven't connected with Riley, seriously, you're missing out. She's the sweetest thing ever. I love her. I jokingly call her my crochet mama because she's the sweetest. I love her so much. We genuinely talk every day. She is one of those people where I genuinely adore her. She's just one of the good ones. So if you haven't connected with her, you really, really should. And when I was in a slump, there was about a 5-day period there where it was I would want to crochet and I was like, that's cute, I want to make that, and then I would just sit and kind of stare at my screen and not do anything. Yeah, I was there for about 5 days and I looked at her Luma pattern because she was showing me as she was designing it, and I was like, oh, Riley, I feel like that's what I need to get out of this slump. And yeah, so she was so sweet and sent it to me. Then I got the idea. Okay, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I was like, I really actually just want to make my sister Tairn and Andarna because she really loves the Fourth Wing series, which it took her a little bit to get to that point. My older sister and I were like, you need to read this series. You really need to read it. We really think you're gonna like it. And then when she did, she loved it. I'm gonna have to pop in a photo. It's hilarious. She's got this shirt that, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's kind of, sorry if there's any children around. But it's something about Zaddy, ride a wing leader. I don't know. She wore it to Disneyland when we went and it was so funny. But anyway, I was brain farting. I gotta put my pillow on the Volare pillow. I'm not even meaning to plug. I seriously used to use a boppy, and for the longest time I was one of those people who would be like, why don't people just use a boppy? But then I saw they had the Attack on Titan and I was like, oh my god, I need it. Because I love Attack on Titan, which I think by now people know. If you've seen me on Instagram or if you've seen any of my Attack on Titan videos, you know I'm just a little obsessed. So yeah, when I saw that they have Attack on Titan covers for their Volare pillows, I was like, all right, you got me there. It was the same with the Secret Lab chair. I was never one who was big on the Secret Lab chairs. I know so many people who swear by the Secret Lab chairs, and I was like, nah. And then I saw that they had Attack on Titan, and I was like, well, okay. I guess I need a Secret Lab. I'm not sponsored. I'm just easily influenced if it's anime, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna get my Volare pillow so we can actually get started. Oh, look at that, see? See? Attack on Titan sweater, that's where us weebs, man, it just becomes part of your personality. I promise this video is about dragons, but I swear anime always gets brought up. It just is. Something else before I get started that I wanted to talk about, because I'm still just kind of wow, in awe, honestly, was I don't know what date it was. A couple days ago, I hit 10K on Instagram, and I was like, that is surreal. That's crazy to me. So I started my account on there October 2023. I want to say it was like mid-October. And I mean, I was new. I was posting like little ghosts. Like these ghosts were like, it was like a tutorial you could find on YouTube, which is kind of crazy to say now that I am on YouTube myself. It was just like a little tutorial you could find on YouTube as a beginner, which I highly recommend for beginners. When I first was learning, that ghost was so hard for me. I wanted to throw in the towel. I was like, how the heck do people do this? This is so unbelievably hard. And look at me now, like you can come so far if you don't give up and you just stick to it. I would look at people who have, you know, a following and I would just be like, that is crazy, you know, like that's crazy. And you know, it's not about a following. It never was about a following for me. For me, I just wanted to share my art and connect with other people who have similar interests. And to think that there's that many people who want to just like hang out and see what I'm making, that is so surreal. And it's like, it's just really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I was just talking about it with one of my friends last night and I was like, that just is crazy to me. Yeah, it's heartwarming. I don't know. I can't like thank people enough. I am really proud of how far I've come and the business I've built, and I just never thought I'd be able to do it. I've always struggled with self-doubt a lot, and yeah, I'm just really proud of all the work I've put in and all the consistency and all those relationships I have built. I don't know, it just feels really, really surreal. So seriously, if you follow me on Instagram and have kind of like followed the journey, I just want to say like thank you so much. It's really crazy to me. I don't really know how else to describe it. I'm really grateful. Like I have met so many like kind and genuine people and connected with so many true genuine souls. I feel like I could just drag on and on and on about it, but see, I can't even put it into words. It just feels wild. But I'm gonna get started or else I'm just gonna ramble. I went and saw the How to Train Your Dragon live action like 2 nights ago, and now I'm just like, I just want to listen to the music. And it's just like this playlist I found on YouTube, and it's called Peaceful Theme Music and Ambiance, and it's like How to Train Your Dragon, and it's a 3-hour loop, and it's so calming. I love it so much. And then I got my dragon mug, which my older sister, she went to one of those clay shops and she made it for me and surprised me. I was like, this is amazing. I don't know, it must run in the family or something, because doing little things like that, it just gets me. For Andarna, I'm going to be using Burnet Velvet, so she's gonna just be a little peanut. I did start Tairn. He was actually the first one I started for my sister when I decided like, okay, I want to make her the 4th Winged Dragons, and it did help get me out of that slump that I was in. I love him so much. Look at his grumpy butt. For those who have read the books, doesn't he just look like he's so tired of Andarna's crab? I can't wait to have Riley's Andarna done so she can just like sit all perky next to him and he's just gonna be like splooting. Because this is Snuggle Bean's pattern, Darth, that just sploots. Look how cute he is. Oh my gosh. I was absolutely in love. I had been wanting to make him, and I have made so many like Tairns I couldn't even tell you. It would be kind of hard to keep track, but I knew I wanted to make her a Tairn, but I was in that stage where I was just like, I am having a hard time bringing myself to crochet. I don't have it in me to do one of those super detailed ones I've done before. And then I was like, why can't I use the Splooty Dragon pattern to make him? He could totally be a Sploot Dragon. And when I saw him coming together, I was like, oh my gosh, he is adorable. So yeah, just like look at his little grumpy butt. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. So he just sploots. And he'll just kind of like lay next to Andarna looking tired of her garbage. And she's just gonna sit all perky next to him like, what? I'm not doing nothing. And then these are eyes. By me. I painted them. Yeah, I liked how these came out. These are ones that I had kind of like trialed for a drop and I ended up not going with this design. but they're still cool. So I was like, ooh, these kind of work good for Tairn. Mr. Sploot needs his spikes. They're over there waiting to be sewn, but I was like, I'm not in the mood to sew right now. So wait over there. We're gonna work on Andarna. Oh my gosh, already I'm like, I didn't think this through. I only grabbed gold. I did not grab an accent color. That was not smart. I need to go grab my accent colors. What was I thinking? I am back. We got the accent color. Oh my gosh, this skein's like trying to fall apart. No! Gonna have to rewind that. Okay, while I'm getting this organized, I actually would love to know who else reads. So I'd love to know, like, if you crochet, do you also like to read? Because before I got into crocheting, I used to read a lot. I'm not really a fantasy fan as far as like genres go for reading, but I did love Fourth Wing. That was one of the books that I was like, okay, I do love that, but I do like dragons. I'm pretty picky about fantasy stuff, but I have always liked dragons, which probably explains why I loved, you know, like How to Train Your Dragon and whatnot. But when it comes to magic and all that, I'm pretty picky. I'm just gonna be honest. I was never really into Harry Potter. So yeah, I'm definitely more picky on that stuff, and people are always surprised to hear that. I think people just automatically assume like, oh, she's nerdy, so therefore she probably loved Harry Potter, which is not the case. Yeah, I tried to get into it when I was a kid. I tried to read the books. I tried to watch the movies, and I never enjoyed them, so sorry guys. If that's a shock or surprise. It just wasn't for me. Whenever I'm doing like color changes for bobble stitches, I try to do like a cleaner bobble stitch. It's a tutorial that my friend Allie Mackenzie Crafts has on her Instagram page. I hope I'm doing it right anyways. I do feel like my bobbles have looked a lot better ever since I started doing them that way. If you feel like your bobble stitches are not like super clean looking, I definitely would recommend checking out her page for that. Oh my gosh, I'm on autopilot. Here I am talking about a bobble stitch and I'm like, wait, it's not supposed to be a bobble stitch. Shh. But still, pro tip, if you need a cleaner bobble stitch, go to Allie's page. The constant struggle, I swear, is always like, where is my sewing needle? See, I told you, me trying to crochet in the morning, it's like I overthink the littlest things. I sitting here like overthinking, how do I just simply color change just to go into the next stitch? I'm like, Lord, send help. Every time I go to crochet in the morning, my brain just leaves the building. Bless you, morning people. I am jealous. It ain't me. Like, it's beautiful out today. The sun is shining, and here I am, like, how do I do a simple color change? I literally was like staring at it multiple times trying to change it. I can do a complex, clean color change of a bobble, but trying to do a simple color change for the next stitch, I was like, oh my gosh. Welcome to Brittany trying to crochet in the morning. I hope you're having a good time. Oh my gosh, and here I am still trying to bobble. I'm telling you, man, it is really easy for my brain to just go on like autopilot. Like yesterday, I had 2 appointments, which normally I only have 1 appointment scheduled. So I tell my brain, I'm like, all right, you got 2 appointments today. You need to go to this one first. And what did my brain do? It went to that other one that I normally go to first. I had been telling myself the whole drive, I'm like, you have this appointment first. Make sure you take this exit. Yep, no. Nope. Even though I kept telling my brain, make sure you take this exit. You have this one first. You have this one first. I know you usually have only this appointment, and I have that other appointment more often. Nope. So my brain does go into autopilot quite frequently. Thanks, brain. Okay, this is so cute. Once I could get my brain to stop freaking going on autopilot, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is freaking adorable. Once again, I love seeing different like creators and artists, how they do certain things. It is so cool. I have to circle back around because I was talking about books, and I still want to talk about books because before I got into crochet to read, I was actually reading a lot. You know, when I was kind of like going through my depression and I was trying to reflect back on a time, I was like, what was I doing in a time of my life where I felt like very peaceful and just happy and all these things? And, you know, when I reflected back, I was like, okay, I was reading a lot and watching music videos and listening to a lot of music that I felt I related to. Like I Prevail, Bad Omens, Amity Affliction, Caskets, Dayseeker. All that kind of music if you're into metalcore, punk, rock-on. But I was also reading a lot too. The fantasy genre is not my thing. Generally, I do love Fourth Wing. I was really into psychological thrillers. Like that's my thing. Little tiny paw. But as I was saying, I was really into psychological thrillers. Still am. I am super into watching like true crime and everything. Admittedly, I did have to slow down a bit on that when I was in my darker place, because you know, that stuff's dark. It really does show the world is dark. If you're like going through a hard time, maybe true crime. Slow down on that, you know. I also love dark anime. I do love some lighthearted anime, of course, you know, love Fruits Basket, Horimiya, Sailor Moon. So it's like, I don't only love dark anime, but like some of my favorite anime is the darker stuff. Yeah. No, Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online, Solo Leveling. It's like a lot of the anime I love is darker. Jujutsu Kaisen. How the heck did I forget to mention that? But a lot of my favorite animes are the darker ones. I have always just really been into the whole like vigilante justice. Let's get back at the bad guys that justice didn't take care of. Or I should say the justice system didn't take care of. I've always really kind of loved that. Probably why I love Deadpool and all that stuff too. Oh my gosh, I keep getting sidetracked. I do love psychological thrillers. That genre of books, love them. I had gone on like a whole binge of like Frida McFadden books. A lot of those are on Kindle Unlimited, which I love Kindle. I tend to read, sorry, I'm gonna grab stuffing. A lot of my reading is done like at nighttime before I go to bed because I love to read, but reading also does tend to make me tired. Like there were times I would read during the daytime, but honestly, like reading during the day tends to make me sleepy and like want to take a nap. Sometimes there are books that will suck me in so much that I will stay awake. There have been many a times where I was like, oh, whoops, I've been up all night reading. It's like 3 or 4 a.m. That does happen sometimes, but in general, reading does tend to make me sleepy. So I usually kind of reserve it more so for before bed. Oh my god, my brain is a fart. I'm like, where was I going with that? Oh, my brain has left the building. I legit don't remember where I was going with that. See? Told you. You're getting like a front row seat to my personality. Oh, now I remember where I was going with it. I have always loved like psychological thrillers, both books and movies, because I really love the whole like twists and turns of them, you know? I love like not really knowing what's gonna happen and everything like that. I love the show, you know, You love that show. That kind of vibe is always my thing. If you find that in like book form, love it. Frida McFadden, love her books for the most part. There were a couple that I was like, I love Kindle Unlimited because I generally do a lot of my reading at night. And on my Kindle, there's the whole like dark mode, so it's not hard on my eyes. I generally love to read in bed, so I would just kind of be like reading in bed. My Kindle is easier for me to hold as opposed to like a hardback book. I feel like this is kind of a mixed bag on opinions when it comes to readers. My sister prefers paper, not paper, but like actual book versus a Kindle. For the most part, I actually prefer my Kindle. My friend Miranda Crochets, she also prefers a Kindle. So I'm always kind of curious what people prefer. Like, do you prefer to read on a Kindle or an e-reader? Or do you prefer paper or hardcover? My sister, she has a library. It is amazing. It is beautiful. When we first moved here, the intention was the room that is like my craft office studio space now was my library. I still call it like my library craft space, but I have now, it's just like manga and, you know, yarn. It's like everything up in there, but yeah, I always am squirrel. But I do not like reading hardback. Paperback is okay, but hardback I find extremely difficult. I think they're heavy, they're hard to hold. I'm not a fan of them. I just find them like uncomfortably like difficult to hold open, so I'm not a fan of them actually. Always curious kind of to see like what other people think. If you're a reader, drop in the comments like what is your preference? Are you Kindle, e-reader, hardcover, paper? Like what is your preference? Okay, so you know, obviously I do love psychological thrillers. The one that I always am telling people like my favorite is The Perfect Marriage. Oh my gosh, I was blown away by that book. I had a coworker like, what? I hated that book. And I was like, get out of here. How do you not love that book? That was amazing. I still don't understand how she doesn't like that book. It's amazing. I did have a phase where I was also reading a lot of romance, so I'm versatile. I'm just saying that psychological thrillers are my favorite, but I did also really love the After series. I honestly couldn't tell you who it's by anymore. It's been a while since I read that series, but I did really like it. Did I read it first and then watch the movie? No. I want to say I watched the movie first. It was like on Netflix. This was a while back and I was like, oh, okay. I kind of like the whole idea because, you know, it's like all dramatic and college romance. I don't know. Very dramatic, but you know, I liked the drama of it because I don't want drama in my life, but I'm okay with like reading about it or watching it. Like I love me some good trash reality TV. And then I'm like, oh man, I'm so grateful for my marriage. Yeah, I really did love that series. I read all of those books. And now I'm brain farting. Oh yeah, I did read a lot of the Colleen Hoover books, but I feel like, I don't know, people are always like, what? When I say I did not care for the really popular ones. I feel like I liked the more not so popular ones from her, except for Verity, which is more of her like psychological thriller one. That one was really good. Verity's really good, pretty messed up. So definitely like trigger warnings, I would say, but really good. Definitely read a variety of stuff, but psychological thrillers are my favorite. That's kind of like moral of the story. Oh my gosh, this first little arm is so cute. Like, look at this little arm. It's so cute. You just need like a little tail because her Luma pattern is going to have the arms crocheted in. I just like to leave a little tail because whenever they're crocheted in, I just like to use that tail to really like fasten it in when I go to crochet them in. Like even when I was, you know, going to take pictures with the Toothless Snuggler, that was one of my first makes. With him, I did crochet his limbs in because I had made the Light Fury first, so I followed the pattern completely because I was testing it. sewed those on. That was kind of a mess. I sewed her legs on the wrong rows, so they're like off center. So for him, I crocheted them in, but even like his legs were starting to like come loose and stuff. So reflection, you learn as you go. Since then, I have been using the tails and really securing it as I go when I crochet limbs in. So you just learn. These are just things you learn as you go. I love reflecting back on old projects and just being like, wow, look at that and look at now. I've always thought reflecting is really cool. You know what? Not the best angle. It doesn't matter. I am about to go over to my sister's house and give her the dragons. I'm really excited because you've seen me give my older sister stuff, but you haven't seen me give my younger sister stuff yet, and I'm just so excited. I didn't have any reusable bags, so I was like, well, this one works, like in the name of Fourth Wing. This is one of my favorite bags. It is so cute. So I am very excited. I can't wait to see her reaction. Gift giving is my favorite, and anytime I'm in a little bit of a slump, I feel like making stuff for you guys is what helps me kind of get out of that. So you're so sweet. This is what makes my heart the happiest. So these are for you. Oh. Oh, oh my gosh, for my bookshelf. Oh, I love them. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh, thank you. You know, I was kind of hoping. I kind of hope that they can go on my bookshelf. Oh, thank you. They're so cute. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I want to show you. So cute. So this pattern actually, he's like called a splooting dragon because he lays like this. Oh my gosh. And doesn't he kind of just look like he's tired of Andarna's class? Oh my gosh. Lay like so this. Cute, a little. And then, yeah, so this is actually a pattern that hasn't released quite yet. It's by my friend. And so she designed it and literally designed it to be Andarna. Oh my gosh. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to make Andarna and Tairn for my sister. Oh, I love it. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to put it on my bookshelf tonight. Yeah, I was like, we need to do it so Amy can't reach them. Yes, they're up high. Yeah, but I was like, oh, perfect. A little tiny Andarna. Thank you. Oh, she's so cute. So I've been very excited to give them to you. You're welcome. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so glad that you love them. Yeah. I love them so much. Thank you. I've been so excited. Oh, I'm so excited because I love my bookshelves in my room. You needed some. So much. You needed some pieces by me. Yes, yes. I can't wait. Oh, they're gonna make that shelf so lovely. I'm excited to see them on the shelf. Oh, I will. We can go put them up there right now. Yeah, I was like, let's do that. Yeah, so see my younger sister. She hasn't been really on the channel. Thank you. You're so cute. I'm so happy you have them now. So yeah. Thank you. Tairn and Andarna. They're so cute. Okay, just look at her bookshelf and they look so cute. This bookshelf looks so cool.